Nocturnal redditors, what are your favorite things about the night? Night air has a different smell. Especially in spring. Flowers. Rain. Wet earth. All smell different at night to me. Nobody else is awake. It's true privacy. No expectations. Daytime feels like I'm expected to do productive life things. Nighttime. All I have to do is be quiet and no one expects anything else from me. I can knit or read for hours and not feel like I'm wasting the day. The quiet. The lack of people. The wildlife is more active. There are possums, Australian possums, living in our roof. And at night they come out and sit on the veranda railings. I love leaving the curtains open so I can watch them play. They've all got names. They've got their own personalities and quirks. There's a family of wombats living in a burrow under the garden shed. And a couple of wallabies that visit at night. We also get visits from flying foxes. Owls. Tawny frogmouths. It's so quiet. And peaceful. It feels like during the day the world is so busy and chaotic. At night it's all zen. The general lack of people. I work third shift. And unlike my day walking cohorts, I can listen to a podcast and do paperwork in relative peace because there's a solid 3 hours in the middle of the night where I am left the hell alone. It's on. So quiet. I just love the serene feeling during the night. The gentle sounds of crickets are calming to the ears. Does anyone else feel anxious that they need to be doing something productive while the sun is out? At night I feel relaxed. Office is closed. Everyone is asleep. No one is going to bug me. And there's nothing I can do about particular problems even if I wanted to. So no one is going to mind if I'm just here chilling out doing nothing. Right? I can do whatever I want without anyone interrupting me. I wish I lived alone in the middle of nowhere so whatever ruckus I make wouldn't bother anyone. I have more energy at night than at daytime. The peace and quiet. It's cooler, temperature-wise, and I love the moonlight shining in my room. The calmness and quietness of the surroundings, slightly smiling face. The stars. I've got a big crush on stars. I work nights so when I'm off I'm still typically up real late. I like grilling outside in the middle of the night. The smell reminds me of street vendor food when walking around after a night of drinking somewhere. The moon looks cool and the sun hurts my eyes so it's clear who's the winner. The night is sacred. The universe allows us a small look into the holy void. The moon who mercifully slowed our planet's rotation continues her vigil over us. The deep things of the night sing their songs while the meaningless screeching of a pointless society halts if only for a few hours. What's not to like? My sensitivity to outside noises and stimulus go down. My dogs are asleep. So I no longer need to keep one ear on them. Kid is asleep so I don't have to really listen out if he needs something. The road is quieter. Delivery drivers don't come to make the dogs bark. No one besides myself needs anything. For a few hours I'm only in charge of myself and I'm low fucking maintenance compared to everything else. Day people are all asleep. Stores aren't crowded. Less traffic. I have been a night person my whole life. I love the quiet and calm of night. I feel like night people have a different mindset. There's no sun. The calmness. The serenity. The night drive with windows open. No music. Just the sound of my tires hitting the ground. Man, I could hear the brakes sound. I could hear the wheel turn. Nighttime is like. We forget the problem of the world and just enjoy the present. You have no obligations and no one expects anything of you. You can stare at a wall for 3 hours or count blades of grass on your lawn and you don't feel like you're wasting time. Owl hooting intensifies. Less sensory stimulation. The end. The kids are asleep. And For example, I can make myself something to eat and not have to make 3 of them, not have to share any, not have to listen to any whining or bitching about any aspect of it. And I can do all of that while listening to my old man 80s rock and reminisce with myself about high school. Because for as much as high school itself sucked balls, the music was amazing. The moon. Cricket sounds. No glare on the TV. I have social anxiety, so I like checking the mail and taking out trash at night because there's less people. Spooky shows are better at night. Lots of animals come out. Darkness. Imprisoning me. The night sky is a huge sell for me. Especially storm season. That and less people around. Nightman. Sneaky and mean. Spider inside my dreams. I think I love you. You make me wanna cry. You make me wanna die. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Nightman. It's the perfect times for going down Wikipedia rabbit holes and learning something unexpected. I've started doing stretches outside in my yard at 1 AM and I just love the sound and feel of night, the owls hooting, the coyotes howling, the calm of the wind. I love the stars and the moonlight. It's like magic to me for 30 minutes. Sometimes I can just chill with no one there to bother me. I end up feeling like one of those Luffy characters. It makes me feel whole in a strange way. It's just the right temperature. The shining moon barely illuminating the beautiful view of my surrounding area. My pets contentedly sleeping while I do something like play a relaxing game. Read. Sketch. Watch a nice show. Or just generally chill. And then of course, there is the feeling of being perfectly content. Around this time I consider everything I have and how lucky I am to have everything I do and try to remember not to take anything for granted and savor every moment. Then I fall into sleep. Edit. Wow. I read over this and I didn't know I felt this strongly about night, lol. Weirdly poetic to me. The quietness of it. I find I'm a lot more creative and can get more work done during the night because of that. Much fewer people. Night animals. Less people awake. Less BS to tolerate. It's quiet enough so that I can hear myself think. That can be both a blessing and a curse. Though. My prime functioning time is around 10 PM to 5 AM. I really enjoy the night sky. And lack of people in places that are typically crowded. The streets are quiet. The air is still. And I feel so awake. I wish more of the world operated in the night. No pressure. Nothing being asked or expected of me. Peaceful. Can get things done. Productivity spike. The lack of sun and heat. The door doesn't knock. The phone doesn't ring. I'm not plagued by people trying to contact me in any way. In the cool, calm quiet of the house at night I know I'm truly alone and at peace. The never-ending availability of time. It's quiet. Peaceful. Cool after the heat of day. Beautiful with stars and the moon. Peace and quiet. It's quiet. Conversations are more intimate. At least I feel they are. Some video games are more fun if you play them at night. I'm gonna give Subnautica a try soon. I have been told that is better if you play it at night. There's fewer people and it's cooler. True peace-sick. Not being interrupted because someone wants something or there is some task needing to be done. Sleep seems to be my only escape from a bad day. Things are much quieter. The air is much cooler. And I don't have to do anything. I am finally by myself and can do whatever I want. I pretty much spend the whole day waiting for it to end, lol. The sound of the fan above my bed. And the quiet world surrounding me. It's very nice. All those toxic types life is a gift. Let's all be happy. Ye are asleep. Everything is silent. There's no sunlight burning out my eyeballs and I can just be myself, calm and content. I'm a ginger. Sunlight burns. It seems to go on forever. The night lets you clear your mind. I don't know why, but the sun just pisses me off. Just how calm, and it's better when it's raining softly. I can go in and get work done uninterrupted. That time between 3 a.m. and 4 when the world belongs to me. Cool air. Quiet. Dark. Peaceful. No one is watching me eat the last of the buckwheat pancakes in shame. During the early morning, I mean 2 a.m. to 4 a.m., nobody expects you to do anything other than sleep. The normal thing is that if you have something to do, it is done during the day, so the early morning is completely yours to do whatever you want. But if you want something a little more romantic, in my case I live in a big city. Quite noisy, but a little over a year ago I started renting this house with a balcony, from which you can see a large part of the city. And a few months ago I realized that sometimes around 3 in the morning the city goes completely silent for a few minutes. No cars, dogs, cats, people or any type of sound other than that of the wind. And it is beautiful. Multiple moments. For example, the sounds not made by men, but nature's little critters. The peaceful silence. The sky filled with bright stars. The shining moon. The moonlight shining the area around you. The night's fresh, cool and soft breeze. And the more these moments are together, the better the night will be. No one to bother me. I don't need to worry about making phone calls, receiving phone calls. No messages. No drama. It's quiet. And dark. Also, I hate the sun and the light. There's just something about darkness that brings a calmness. I get paid 30% more to do 50% less work. Quietness. Tranquility and solitude. That 3 o'clock 4 a.m. confidence that convinces you to get your life together. The night mode. There's so much comfort in the darkness and the peace quiet of nighttime when everything's still and no one else is awake. Night doesn't judge you. Night cradles you and nourishes you. You don't get up to be part of it, you stay up because you don't want to miss out on it. Night, after all, is well established as a time of idleness and inertia. So you never feel like you're wasting time at night. That can only happen during the daylight hours. I would have to say without a doubt, it would have to be the solitude of it all. And just being alone to do pretty much what you would like and not be judged for it. For me, the night just goes by faster when you are not at work. At first it used to freak me out. But I have come to enjoy it. There is just something about walking down the street outside to get a pack of smokes that is just so peaceful, to be able to put things in perspective and being able to enjoy that moment and realize that shit isn't so bad and things are going to be alright for the most part, because there will be plenty more instances of that moment to come. Walking alone and listening to the birds equals all the roads and parks being completely open. The quiet. The temperature. The fact that no one is on the road and I can drive in peace. The crickets. Lightning bugs. The friggin' moon. The fact that my family leaves me TF alone at night and I can relax and talk to my long distance friends. I only have two that live close to me anymore. Privacy. When everything is dark, it keeps us from the stark reality. Everything is bearable. And in the still, all that you feel is tranquility. There is less people. Having a beer and a cig on the porch, enjoying the quiet while the world sleeps. Just being alone with just myself and my mind. Most people around me are asleep and I kind of live with a lot of people. So being up at night all alone and not being disturbed is amazing. I can cry for a couple hours if I want. Just be up on my phone looking at dumb shit. Talk to my PPL in different time zones. Just get super fucking stoned trying to sleep. Stress about my life during the night so I don't gotta do during the day. Haha JK. I have always been in awe of almost complete silence other than say animal bird noises or the wind. It's just very nice to observe the world as it would be say I without too much human activity. I guess rural areas at night evening feel like the olden times. The stillness. The day is beautiful and I love sitting outside just admiring colors and the breeze, but at night all the colors are muted and it's almost as if the world absorbs sound. How calm it is. Nocturnal due to insomnia. Having the place to yourself is my favorite. I used to drive out to remote places in Scotland in the middle of the night. I ended up on first name terms with the local police as they would stop me and ask what I was doing. Which developed into them just giving me a wave, a head nod, or even a bit of a chat while I was waiting on the sun coming up over some loch. Oddly, walking around the city centre I live in now during lockdown reminded me of this and also made me release no one lives here, it's all students. Airbnb in the centre. The other aspect was the food. Bakeries that open at 4 AM to get rolls etc that are straight out the oven. Supermarkets are normally full stocked. The 24 hours Tesco and Asda were headache free in the middle of the night. You can get so much stuff done because no one else will be bothering you. When the only thing I can hear is my fan blowing on me. And a faint train horn that's blowing all the way across town. I'm more energetic, calm and less stressed. That's why I like to do things at night. Clean the house, work and go out. Sometimes I go for a walk at 1 AM. There's no cars, noise or people. Everything is quiet. Finding a third shift bar or bowling alley or arcade is next level fun. You feel like you're getting away with something when you're walking in at 2 AM instead of out at 2 AM. I have exceptional night vision. I am almost 50 and still have exceptional night vision. I also have a strong spatial awareness. This gives me the ability to see my surroundings in my mind's eye even in total darkness as long as I am familiar with the environment. The eye is a muscle and like all muscles if you don't use it you lose it, so knowing this I am drawn to the night. I love everything about it. I want to practice seeing at night so I don't stop being able to see at night. It's quiet. It's comforting to know I will be aware of something before that something is aware of me. And I get to be alone whenever I like because everyone else has to be awake during the daylight hours. I am blessed. I love the dark. Nighttime is the default setting of the universe. It's so pretty to drive down a dark street with dim streetlights and just be alone. I try to savor my drive into work every morning. I am drunk as a fuck ATM at night and getting no work-related phone calls except prank calls by Muslim Ramadan student idiots. It's good to not having to do anything but cradle the child. IDK, there's this real mystical feel when everyone's asleep and you stare into the sky, preferably on a cold night. The nightlife. Peace and quiet. I am sure focused at night. The ability to concentrate without interruptions. No one will stop me or want to do anything with me. My routine goes interrupted. The quiet. Nothing can beat the quiet and stillness of 3 AM. During the day, there's a cacophony of leaf blowers, sirens, horns, kids screaming and stomping around above me. It's the only time of day to feel truly relaxed. There's no expectations or deadlines at 3 AM. The privacy. I don't have to worry about being disturbed.